times as heart-centered leaders and neurocreative leaders and whatever you want to call yourself as leader of your life. And we're going to talk about manifesting your wealth. And it's a massive topic, but we've only got 10 minutes. So this is going to be super laser, absolutely laser. So what comes up for you, Michelle, with that?
Yeah, well, it's a question that I get asked all of the time. I want to manifest money is actually what comes up. And the when you reframe it into wealth, when we say you love to say health, wealth, and stealth, and wealth is for the bigger purpose. And it's that why, especially when vision boarding, for example, I always guide people very, I don't want to say cautiously, meaningfully to the impact. What is the reason why, your deeper meaning, why you want this money? What are you going to spend it on? And also, Rory, it's then your relationship to money. The self-worth. Self-worth equals money. So are you feeling worthy of that wealth? Because what people seem to not be aware of as such is how you manage a small amount of money is exactly how you'll manage a large amount of money. And if you were wanting that wealth, then that means you get to learn how to multiply and grow, scale, leverage that income. And so that all starts with a relationship with you, that self-love, that intimacy, and the self-worth, which is that money. And there's a few things that I'll speak about in that, but that's how I really want to put it out there for today to kind of layer that foundation. And over to you, what do you think when you think of manifesting your wealth?
Ah, brilliant. So I'm going to bring the ideas of imperfection along as we're humans, and what was one of the biggest things that I didn't focus on for years, and I'm only just setting my intentions and just focusing on it. I'm only just seeing the fruits coming back from not focusing on how to feel stuck around wealth. And so I like to say wealth care, like you said, wealth care is differentiating that it's all the external resources. I like to remind that money in itself, when we are however it lands for us, it's probably the biggest one that humans only ever see as conditional when it's being
Mm.
presented. So we only ever see a condition, and we only ever see yet it's a sea. It's also it's an ocean of it's emotion and an ocean of connecting to the someone is always either focusing on what they want to give or get from it. They're completely separate, but we see them as transitional. So we get connected to this sense of that you can't give without getting,
Mm.
and that's all made up. So it's just remembering to separate those things and to be completely vulnerable again. It's like I'm just remembering where my word is. Where is my word landing? What am I committed to? Because the if I say, like, I like what you said about the, if you pick one thing, that the money can come for it, rather than if, because when we focus on money, it can create conditions and create a sense of worth. It's actually, no matter how much tapping and affirmations and trying to separate from that, it's the biggest thing that can be such a struggle. It's consistent. It's consistently going to remind us of that, because of the patterns that we're born into all the way from the start. Everything, other things like health are very individual, and we can see how it flows in our body or whether it feels stuck. Whereas we only ever see it outside connected to other people's opinions and other people's offerings. So
Mm.
that it's very intrinsic to condition. And so it's about letting go of that, remembering what to commit to, choosing to remember what to commit word by word to. So if something comes to you and you want to give it back in some way, then yeah, that's fine. But it's remembering not to overcommit to the point of not seeing the return and then making ourselves making myself wrong about that, because that's something that I'm still working on and will always work on. So it's like I'm being really careful about what I'm committing to, and being honest, and keep showing up, and keep being in communication with the ideas of what to create going forwards.
That is honestly amazing. And thank you so much for all of those shares. Really great golden nuggets, let's say, in all of that. And I know people will take certain things more than others. I had lots of light bulb moments and aha moments myself because it's so relatable of what you shared. Control and conscious came up. You know, you are taking control and you are aware and you know what is what. And that is the key. And as well, you mentioned this giving and receiving piece, which is really interesting as well and very powerful because at the end of the day, money is a tool. And we use tools to make life easier. Whereas if we've got these beliefs or these thoughts and feelings that we're not worthy or we're greedy or I don't deserve money or money doesn't grow on trees, whatever it is that is currently keeping you stuck or has been, you know, that procrastination piece, whatever it is, it comes back to gratitude and being open to receive. So, for example, your wallet or your purse, very simple. Is your wallet and your purse ready to receive money? It's a very simple start, right? Or, you know, is it all organized? Do you have your cards where they're supposed to? Do you have cash there? Do you even have any cash? Are your coins in the middle? Or is it full of receipts? Is it full of just, I'll say bump, right? Because then that's straight away the universe is not necessarily going to attract that because you're not acting as if, you know, act as if you're already wealthy. And and that means health and stealth as well comes into it. It's the piece of coming from generosity and giving to come back to receiving. So what's really interesting is just yesterday I was speaking to a client who manifests money from ways that they don't even know how. And so that's the fun thing about manifesting. It isn't necessarily knowing the how, it's actually letting go of the how to then receive the abundance that is meant for you that you may not even know. It's like surprise. And so I just want everyone to think of this giving and receiving piece that you've mentioned, which is key to manifesting wealth. Of you don't give to receive. And you don't just give, it's a circle, it's an integration. Just like the myth of work-life balance, there's always going to be a scale like this. I want you to imagine it as a circle. So you get to receive and you get to give. And that is truly when the universe and that law of attraction, law of vibration, because of your energy and the good vibes, will actually bring it back round. And you're not living in lack, you're living in growth, you're living in abundance. And yes, it's easier said than done. It is a daily practice. And, you know, I know many people that would give the person who needed a loaf of bread their last pound to have that bread. And that kind of person recently that I've actually witnessed myself has received so much wealth and richness, maybe not even in monetary, that will come. It's the impact. So, lastly, from me, Rory, is people, and this is what I absolutely love, and this is what I do. People have given me feedback, especially in the last 18 months, of I love working with you because of the impact. You're not about the money. And that's so true. Yes, it's great to have that money and to multiply it. And I get to receive the money for giving my expertise. It's that beautiful flow of when I know that there's money in the bank, I have made an impact. If I want to make a greater impact, I get my bank account to go up. And just having that feedback is life-changing because it all is about the impact. And that comes with the why, the deeper meaning. Why do we get out of bed? Why do we want the money? What for? Is it for a veggie patch in the garden? Is it for treating your family to a holiday? Whatever it is, get intentional, like you said, get aware, write it down, and use the tools and techniques for this.
Brilliant. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm gonna go one
Yeah,
minute. I'm gonna
no,
just
you're good. Go for it.
laser focus this. So, what has come up for me is noticing the feelings, in any moment, because it doesn't really matter about whether it's wealth or health or whatever. Noticing the feelings and shifting, because even if it keeps coming back, this sense of doubt or lack or whatever it is when we're connecting to it, even if it's like not even thinking about why it's happening, but it just keeps coming up, is to keep shifting. And because it's that emotional charge, emotional conviction, which and then teaching that back out. So if there's something that's difficult, learn it one by step and just give that back to someone else, teach it back to someone else, because it's all about helping the flow, not just for the self, but as soon as if it's like you learn better by teaching than not. So you don't have to wait till you know everything before you can do something about it. Just
Yeah,
just keep reminding, learning one thing, putting it out there, and um and keep that going, and then shift. So yeah, notice the feelings, shifting them back into gratitude and connection, and it is about being specific. Be specific in those moments when it's emotionally charged and like I really would love this. And then the last piece is once it's relaxed into that, it's relaxation is key to open that space up. Relaxation, connection, be specific about what's wanted, declaring it, writing it, asking it, whatever it takes. Having an accountability person, all those kind of things to just keep on charge and stay out of the prolonging the wronging, as I like to call it, around the saboteurs of sabotage, around the feelings. Just notice the feelings shift, keep declaring,
yeah,
be specific, and then also just those moments of an equal amount of just letting it go, forgetting about it, so that the mind can stay focused on what you want to create without the attachment to declaring that thing, so
yeah,
that declare it it's like a bit of every day. Do those things every day, and then focus on connection
yeah,
and just growth and doing what you love doing.
yeah. I love that. Imperfectly perfect every day.
Amazing. Awesome. I hope that was good. Let us know what you got from this. Any highlights that when you declare things back, you learn them, you grow. Share what questions, insights, highlights, share anything you got from this when you repeat it back again, and it pops it up and shows someone else in the algorithm of life, in the algorithm of the universe, algorithm of just the day and who's around with you. Let's make it better. Much love.